Hey guys, so today's video is going to be obviously my cosmetology vlog. As I'm filming this, I do not know what number it is, but apparently if you're watching this, I've figured it out thanks to the title. What is there to talk about? Well, the main reason why I wanted to film this now was not only because I actually have a smidge of time and I'm home by myself, but my day today at school was quite interesting. So it started off pretty good. I had a client who was supposed to be there at 11. She came in at 12, but she was the sweetest thing in the world, so I really didn't care. I finished her hair at about 2 o'clock, and then went on break at like 2:30, came back at like a little after 3. I'm lying, I finished her at 1 o'clock. Whatever, it doesn't even matter what time I finished. Let me just get to the point. So, it's 3 o'clock, and let me remind you guys who do not know, I leave school at 4:30. So the morning salon hours are done at 4:30, but they allow walk-ins at 3 still. So this is what happened. I get a client at 3:15. I'm like, oh, it's just a blowout. I could bang this out and still leave on time. Boy, was I wrong. So I look at the sheet, can't pronounce her name, and walk to the front, pronounce it as best as I can. And this lady stands up and she just looks pissed off with the world. So on our customer service checklists, or CSCs is what we have, it basically gives us a guideline of how we're supposed to handle a client that we receive. So it's like, greet them with a double handshake, blah, blah, blah. So my point is, I shake this lady's hand. She can't even look me in the eyes. She's looking in a different direction. She's like, hello. So she has an attitude. I was like, oh, this shit's gonna be fun. So she sits in my chair and we have to explain the specials to them and yada, yada, yada. So I'm telling her the specials and she's just like looking in a whole other direction and she's just like, a wash and set. Okay, sorry. Your hair's looking a bit dry and nappy, so how about I help you out with a carousel treatment? She didn't want none of that though. So I was like, alright, whatever. I'm just gonna skip to where the bullshit happened. So she wanted a wash and set. For those of you who don't know what a wash and set is, it's when you wash someone's hair and you set it. Just kidding. You use rollers and you do a roller set. So I absolutely hate rollers, but you can't refuse a client, which sucks because I would have refused her. But yeah, so I'm setting her hair and she has ethnic hair. She was a black woman, and I've done my mom's hair, but her hair is not, she gets it relaxed and she keeps it right, and I give her beautiful tips to where it's not extremely dry and gross and hard to comb through and broken off and all that other, shit. So anyway, so I'm combing this lady's hair and I'm putting the rollers in. I have a coach next to me, Luce. She's the best, one of the best. And so she's helping me or whatever. She's just standing by because I'm like looking at her. I'm like, yo, this chick has a fucking attitude. Like, I'm about to fucking snap. So this woman, I don't know. She just has like this really nasty attitude the whole time. So I was supposed to come over after she leaves for a minute and to check like the tension in my rollers, because I see a couple of them are like falling out and I can't wrap all the hair and yada yada yada, and Luz is good with rollers. So Luz is helping me out, and as she's combing the lady's hair, she like gets really dramatic with it and she like jerks her head to the side and she's like, Luz is like, oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? And she was like, yeah, can you like use a wider tooth comb? You're pulling out my hair. I was like, oh, well, my for goodness, this is how this is going down. So I get the wide tooth comb. Luz starts doing her stuff. This lady's just looking at me every 5 seconds. When I go to put a little clip in or whatever, she's like looking at me like I'm doing it wrong. So as I'm rolling her hair up and pinning it, I thought one of them might have been too tight. So I'm like, oh, is that one too tight or is it good? She takes a minute to think about it, rolls her eyes, and says, none of them are tight. Now, my first instinct was just to say, okay, thinking that that's a good thing. And then I was like, wait a minute. She said that with like the ill attitude, so she's probably pissed off that she doesn't have this super tight set. So I was like, alright, whatever, I'm done with this shit. I put the last fucking rollers in her hair, put that bitch under the dryer, and I walked away, and I was just like, I can't even deal. So as I walk away, and I'm in another room, someone comes in to tell me that this lady gets up from the dryer, walks outside to her car, and comes back in. Luce asks her, where were you? Where'd you go? And she gives Luce an attitude. She was just so nasty, guys. I guess my point of this vlog is just to let you, I just want to tell you guys about the bullshit that you have to inherit when you go to cosmetology school. It's not all fun working on mannequins with people that don't talk. If you pull their hair, they're not going to say ouch and like curse you out and shit. So yeah, it happens. Like, I'm now on clinic level, so I do have another 3 months. Now it's like 2.5 months because, oh my god, I need to get the fuck out. But it's 2.5 months until I graduate, and yeah, I'm really excited that I'm gonna graduate because I can't do this shit anymore. I've literally been second guessing what career I want to have. And this customer just proved why I don't want to work in a salon at all. I don't, because those are clients you can't really refuse unless they're being hella belligerent. And while this one was being a complete and total fucking douchebag, I was just like, I couldn't refuse her. I'm still in school. I'm still learning. Whatever, though. And then, so, let me remind you guys, we start cleaning at 4:15 if you're not with a client. But at 4:15, you shouldn't be with a client anyway. She's still under the dryer, so I go to check her. Well, Luce checks her. She's dry. She wants some shine stuff in her hair. But she doesn't tell me this until I'm damn near done with her roller set. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Undo this and put some shine shit in it? Nah, chill, bro. It's not happening like that. So I get this shine stuff that we have, because all the products we have in our back bar, they're not for every hair type. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They're not for every single hair type. They sure as hell weren't for hers. So I get this like pasty, creamy shine stuff from Goldwell, because that's the color that we use at my school. And I use a little bit because it seems pretty thick, so I don't know how it's going to react with her hair. And it's better to put a little less than too much. So, you know, because you could build it up, but once you have too much in there, you can't take it out. So I put what I thought was enough in her hair before it got to be like super greasy looking, and it's like pointless that I just washed her hair for her. And I'm like, oh, so do you want it combed back? She laughs like I told her a fucking joke. Oh, do they tell y'all to only use like 1/4 teaspoon of product in people's hair? I looked at her and said, no. And I just kept putting the shit in her hair. So I'm like, is this good? She's like, yeah, I guess it looks alright. Okay. Obviously, you know what? I'm not even gonna bitch about it. But my point is like, cosmetology school is great, but then customers like that really piss you off. And like, I had a fucking fabulous day. I had a good client in the beginning, and then she comes in the last minute and is fucking tight. Not only that, but she didn't tip me. Let me remind you guys also, if you go get your hair done at a cosmetology school, because all of the services are being performed by students and not licensed professionals, they are like 1/8 of the price that you would get it at a like salon where people have more experience and their licenses and all that other stuff. So a wash and set at my school is $9. She spent $9, sat in my chair, acted like an asshole, and didn't tip me. Usually I'm not one to be like, oh, well, I need to get tips, like, oh my god, give me some money. But like, really? You can't be an asshole, pay like nothing for your hair, and then at 4:30 she's still sitting in my fucking chair talking about, oh, can y'all cut dry hair? Yes, it's called a dry cut. Oh, because I think I'm gonna need a trim. Oh yeah? Not today. So I called over Luce and I was like, she wants a trim. I was like, are you gonna get a trim? She's like, no, I think I'll just come back tomorrow. I was like, no the fuck you won't. No the fuck you won't. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I'm under enough stress as it is. And if you can't walk into a setting where you know people are still learning and be patient, or at least be somewhat kind, why are you even bothering? Like, I just can't stand rude and disrespectful people. Like, I'm not being an asshole to you, so why do you have to be an asshole to me? People are just like that, and I guess that just, it's life. But I just, ugh. So I was like, I told the lady at the front desk, like the chick at the front desk, I was like, yo, please tell me you like red carded her ass or whatever it is, because they'll put in the computer that they were giving a student a hard time. I'm like, she can't, and she's been there before. That's what fucking blows my mind. It's not like this is her first time going there. It's just a fucking pain in the dick hole, I tell you. Anyway, on to good stuff that happened this week at school. It was like everybody's birthday. We had a birthday Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, and I think there's someone's birthday tomorrow, which is Friday, but I have no freaking idea. But yeah, I'm filming this, and shout out to Kelsey! Happy birthday! I already sort of sang to her, but you know, gotta get that YouTube shout out. So yeah. Anywho, what else happened this week that was great? Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. What have people been asking me? I'm trying to remember, but I kind of can't right now. Shit. Whatever. If you have any questions about cosmetology school, just leave it down below. But yes, it does take up all of my time. I will reiterate for those of you who might be new to my channel or who are just unaware that I'm in cosmetology school. I'm in it. My school day is from 9 to 4:30, but I get there at 8:30 most of the time. I'm there really early a lot of the time because I live further away than everyone else that's at the school. So yeah, I don't know where to put my hands, so I'm just gonna put them behind my back. What else? I don't know. Oh, so yeah, it's a really fucking long day, and probably in another video I will talk about that health scare because it has to do with my back, and so I do have back issues and problems and all that nastiness, and it does affect me at school because we're standing and we're not allowed to sit. If we're sitting, we can get sent home. Usually we just get warnings though, but if it gets to a point where you're constantly sitting down, like, they're gonna send you home. So yeah. I'll fill you guys in on that in another video, possibly. Because I am actually thinking about doing an update video about, like, my anxiety and depression and all that other stuff that's been going on with me, or that was going on with me, or whatever, from the videos that I used to have up before. And yeah, because a lot of people have been asking me about that situation, or they've been asking me still and emailing me about how I'm dealing with stuff, so I'll probably just film it after this and put it up, like, later or something. But that's pretty much it for my cosmetology vlog. I'm still in school. Like I said, I'll be in school for another 2.5 months, so I'll probably do a video once I graduate or before that or something. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And yeah, I don't fucking know what else to say. Cosmetology school has its ups and downs and its merry-go-rounds. It's fucking nuts sometimes. I can't even. I literally can't even. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Any other requests you have for me, just leave them down below. I have a shit ton that I need to get to. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all my social media. It will all be down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!